Alright guys, today we have Shadow, put him there, versus Shadow, right here, and versus Shadow. Now right now you may be able to tell some differences with them, and we are going to go over multiple different topics here. We're going to say the looks, like the appearance, articulation, price, and I guess accessories, because one of them come with an accessory technically, and I guess sculpt, but you can tell that the sculpt's basically the same for all three of them. So we're gonna help you figure out which Shadow is for you. If you can only get one of them, which one is the one for you? And let me fix my exposure here. There we go. I'm trying to fix the exposure. So first we're gonna go over how they look. Now, the first, I'm gonna say where they're from first. This is Wave 1 Shadow they're all Jakks specifics. Wave 1 movie Shadow. This one's from the 4-pack on Target. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else. And then this one is from the bike pack. So I guess we're going over accessories. Bike. Oh, okay. The bike is his accessory. But if you've seen my bike video, then you know that if you want a bike, you can buy any of these other packs. If you prefer the Shadow, buy one of these Shadows, and then you can buy the bike separately for about 20 bucks on Amazon, which this pack is 20 bucks. So this is $15 on its own. This pack is 20 bucks for him and the bike. If you prefer this Shadow, then get the bike pack, and then if you want a better bike, you can buy a bike on Amazon. But search up 1/12 scale motorcycle, and you will find bikes that look so much better than that, and they're just gonna be 20 bucks as well. So there's a little fun fact, I guess. And then this one is, I think the 4-pack is like 50 bucks, maybe 55, 60, and they're not individual sale, so 15, 20, 55, but you get 3 other figures. So if you want and he lights up too. If you want a light up Sonic, Knuckles, and a pissed off Tails, then get this pack as well. But we're just talking strictly Shadows now. Get all that other stuff out of the way. Except for he's best price, obviously. Unless other stuff apply. So now we're gonna take a look at looks. First off, these two have the plastic cover over the eyes. This one doesn't. His is just white eyes. You can tell, like the 4-inch lines. Like, look, no plastic cover. Now, also, these ones have more detail in the feet. You can tell in the shoes. Let's take a look at the shoes. Look at that detail, look at that detail, and then look at this detail. It's very similar, except for this one, just, I don't know, maybe the shading or something, maybe the color white they used. I think it might be the color white. Oh, but then there on the black, it doesn't have as much texturing too as the black there. I don't know. To me, the shoes look different. This one's shoes look a little worse. The red around the eyes for this one goes down to there, whereas this one stops here and this one stops here. Yeah, and that's about it for looks on this guy. This guy has a big button on his chest, which will light him up, which is a cool feature the other two don't have, but it comes at the price of having this big button, which I feel like it would have been cool if they had it like as a quill. So like you push a quill in, any quill, maybe down here you could push the tail, one of these quills, and then you don't mess up the sculpt. But this is very obvious, and I don't like it. But I really like the light up. Then we have in there, you can see, where did my, let me grab the light. You can see a screw in there. So if you have a shot like in a stop motion where you can see Shadow's back, there's a big screw right there. Not a great look. So that's yeah. Now we'll go to articulation, because to me that is one of the most important things. How it looks is number one, and number two is articulation in my book. So let's start. Let me move some stuff out of the way I have here. All right, the first one, his arms. What he has that this one doesn't have is, you can tell he has a. Actually, we'll do these two first because they're closer. This one has a butterfly joint. You can see butterfly. This one does not have a butterfly joint. Ball joint on the head, up and down, all around and stuff. This one is just a swivel, but he can light up, but it's just a swivel. Abs. Though the ab doesn't do a lot, it still exists and can move. Come on, exposure work. It still exists and can move. This one does not exist, but he can light up. That is the articulation difference on these two. This one also doesn't have a butterfly, but he doesn't have a bicep swivel either. You can tell, look at that big joint right there, compared to that little joint there with the cut. This one doesn't have the cut, but he has the same, it looks like the same elbow, but for all of theirs, they're not loose, and this one's a little loose for some reason. This one has a ball joint here. Oh my God, the exposure's, okay. Ball joint here, can get some nice tilt and stuff. This one is a swivel hinge, so it can get more each direction. But this piece can't move around the glove cannot move, but it can move, and the hands can move on these other two. For some reason, they went back to the 4-inch rule on this one, and the hands don't move. They're just stuck in place, which is like, I don't know what they're thinking for that. But this one, wait, let me see. Okay, the also, if you get the bike and want to use one of these ones, they both have pegs on the bottom of their feet, so they can plug in as well. That was just something I was wondering. Get it out of the way. This one has different legs than they do. Look at how big that little the ball joint is, so that his leg can go up and has a lot of room to move around. Look at how small that one is. It's a lot smaller compared to the other one, but I think the first one's even smaller. Yeah, I think it is. I can't tell, but I think it is. Oh, it definitely is. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're the same. Maybe it definitely isn't. But I've been working on it for the past couple days I've had this guy, or probably a week by now, to try and get his leg to move up. And I've been struggling because I think that's the reason why. But I broke my first shadow because of that. I actually got... Okay, he's kind of moving up. I'm so scared. I don't want to break it. My first shadow broke. Okay, that is a new threshold. Okay, so be very careful with this one, with the ball joint, because I think it's because it doesn't have as much room to move. You gotta... like I said, I've been going at this for like a week trying to get him to move up. Get out of here. And I just finally got it. So that's actually big points for this guy, that he can move his leg up. The other one broke. Rest in peace wherever he is, in the Target Return Center, probably going to the trash. This one easily moved up, so they fixed it for the 4-pack. Maybe mine was just a little tight, because I think my brother's is fine. And this one has enough room, easily goes up. It can go out to the side nice. It's got great swivel because it has so much more room. But these have better swivel because it's literally a cut in the joint for the swivel, made for that. Again, the foot is on a ball joint. The whole thing is one piece, whereas it's, I think, 2 pieces here. Yep, 2 pieces here, so it's not a ball joint, but you get a nice swivel, down, up, swivel, swivel, you know, which is nice. I think I prefer, so for articulation, I definitely prefer the first one. The first one wins articulation, then this one wins second most let me fix my exposure here. There we go. This one wins second best, and this one wins third best. So in order, 1, 2, 3 for articulation. The looks mainly depend on your preference. between what eyes, kinda. And what you could do is just take this one's head and put it on that body if that's what you really prefer, and then you keep all the articulation and you get this head sculpt that you want. But maybe you don't want that head sculpt and you'll just get this one, and then you have this one. So for me personally, this one wins. It's 15 bucks, but I might use this one as like a cool effect for the light up, and then like kind of do some editing to get rid of that body piece. This one was cool though, but I just don't think I like it as much as this one. Yeah. And now that this one, I finally got it to move its leg up, and this one definitely wins for me. But I think there's a different shadow for each person. If you're not doing stop motion, maybe this one's yours because you just really like the toy and it can light up. If you don't care about the bike and you just want, and you don't have a big budget and you want shadow with a bike, this one's $5 more than this one, but you get a bike. And say you bought this one plus a bike off Amazon, that's like 45 bucks. No, it's not. It's 35 bucks. Sorry. Bad math there. Oh, something else big. This one with the eyes, Wave 1, they have a cut in the eye. The 4-pack, they fixed it, and this one clearly doesn't because they didn't have the cover, the plastic cover. And this isn't just a QC issue, it's with every single shadow I've seen, and I've seen like 5 of them. From like Post and stuff, which 5 of them isn't a lot, but that's like a big enough sample group to be like, yeah, that's a problem. It's not a QC issue, it's just a problem. So this one's my favorite. Once Wave 2 comes out, that one will probably be my new favorite. But I can definitely see why people would want either of any of the 3. I think they're all great figures. Jakks Pacific is doing a great job, except for with their distribution is pretty bad. Like always, it's really hard to get these figures. Make sure you're buying them for an affordable price, because I've seen on Walmart especially, this guy was 15 bucks. When he comes back in stock, he's 15 bucks. But then once people start buying him, he shoots up to like 40. He's not worth 40. I mean, maybe he is to you, but like the price is 15. You should buy him for 15. You know, that's what I think. Don't encourage scalpers. So just buy him for a good price. I hope this gave you all the info you could have wanted to decide which shadow is the shadow for you. And that is it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and bye-bye.